Okay. So, Patrick, can you turn the lights on, please? Okay. This is investigation 2.4. It's connecting tables, graphs, and equations. Your learning target, like I was telling you today, I can relate solutions of equations in this y equals mx plus b form or y equals b plus mx. Now you have to remember that these are the same. This form and this are the same because it's the commutative property. Addition and commutative property, what can I do? I can flip them and it doesn't change anything because it's addition. So the commutative property, Preston, I can write it this way or I can write it that way. It's the same thing. And that this form, okay, we're going to be relating it to graphs and tables. You have 2 sheets of paper in front of you. This one has 2.4 sentence frames. This one has the questions that you will need to answer. Okay, if you look up on the top, it says A1. You go down, it has A2, A3. This is your A2 and A3 papers. Okay, A2 is the table cruise. A3 are your graphs. Now, if you could all turn to page 36, I believe. Yeah, it's on 36. Turn to page 36.
Did you write it mx plus b equals y?
Yeah. Yeah. You can. That's smart, Preston. Yeah, totally. You can flip that around, right? Because it doesn't change anything, right? I could just have this first, so it's mx plus b equals y. Same thing. Okay. So on page 36, okay, I'm going to move over here to this. On page 36, you have these pledge plans. What's a pledge plan?
A plan that you pledge to upkeep.
Yeah, and we're pledging for money.
I like money.
Okay? So we're pledging for money. So these pledge plans that we're working with today are going to work with a couple things. One is the amount of money. We call it dollars. They call it amount. They're calling it an A. So the amount of money I get will depend upon the rate, right? That's the donation, whatever they're going to pay me, per kilometer or per distance. Sometimes I'm going to get a flat fee to start. So let's say I go ask Julian. I said, Julian, will you pledge me? He said, yeah, I'll pledge you, Mr. McFarland. He says, I'll give you $2 just to join the race. And then he says, I'll give you 20 cents after for every kilometer that you go. 20 cents times every kilometer, that would be my distance, okay, is then going to equal my amount, my total amount. So, if I go 10 kilometers, I know that's going to be my x. 10 will go into my independent variable, d. 10 times 0.2 is 2. 2 plus 2 is?
4.
So how much money does Julian owe me? $4. Julian, pay up. So he owes me $4. So this $4 represents my total pledge. So when I walk 10 kilometers, how much is Julian going to owe me? $4. When I walk 10, he owes me $4. This point, I would put on a graph. Okay, I would go to 10 on the x, go up to the 4, put a point. But what happens if I don't walk 10? Julian, what happens, Julian, if I only walk 6? How much do you owe me now? Take 6, put it into my independent value. 6 times 0.2 is 1.2. So I got 1.2 plus 2. $3.20. So he owes me 3.2. So now it's a little different, Bird. Now when I walk 6 kilometers, how much does Julian have to pay me? 3. Oh, man, you making fun of my writing?
No, your hand is covering up the bottom part of the
That's even worse, I think.
Just write 2 above it.
There we go. 2.
Thanks.
So let's say I'm going all out. I decide I'm going to walk 30 kilometers, Julian. Because I feel like breaking Julian's bank. Okay? So if I walk 30,
Oh, I know what it is.
talk to your partner. How much do I owe? Go. Shh.
12.
How much?
12. And then
What's 30? You got to do 30 times 0.2.
Oh, time. Oh.
But hey, but look, you know what is 10? 10 was 2.
Yes. Wait, 6 then? 6 is going to be...
Just 6. So,
Wait, it's just 6?
so cruise. This is what happens. 30, I take 30. This is my distance. If I walk 30K, how much money does he owe me? I take 30, I put it in for D. 0.2 times 30 is 6. $6 plus 2. Man, I guess I'm not breaking the bank, but I tried to.
It's all that
Okay. So now he owes me $8. So this is what we're doing today. Today, on your sheet, you have X values. They're already given to you. Okay, everyone get out the sentence frames 2.4. Okay, this is what I'm going to have you do. I want you to go ahead and read the very beginning where it says start your answer.
Okay, I think they've got...
Yeah, some kids read slow.
They can pause the
Okay, plan 1. Oh, that's right. Plan 1 is y equals 5x minus 3. This is a pledge plan. What do we know the y equals? What does y represent?
The dependent variable.
The dependent variable, which is the amount of money. What's the x represent? Independent variable. And in this case, how far I walk. Okay, so here's the thing. Does this make sense as a pledge plan? Talk to your partner. Talk to each other. Face each other. Come on. Could it? Cruiser?
It makes sense. This is my partner. It makes sense because your distance, you can walk 5 kilometers and you
Okay. Okay. How much is this person sponsoring? Ethan, what's the rate? The rate is 5. So in this pledge plan, Stevie, this person is getting $5 per kilometer. Okay, $5 per kilometer. What about minus 3? Tristan?
The amount that he has to pay.
Yeah, maybe he has to pay $3 to do the walkathon, right? Maybe he gets a T-shirt and the T-shirt costs him $3. He wants a T-shirt and it costs him $3. This is an expense, right? So does this make sense? Okay. This is what I would like you guys to do today. Go ahead. That was plan 1. Answer it. Then do plan 2, plan 3, and then start on your table, which is A2.